Yo. Oh, that's why. Where's my mic over there? All right. Are you a sports fan? Looking to turn it down a little bit. Let's see.
Perfect.
Two best players, LeBron James, the 4-year-old, and Anthony.
You found some Eagles here?
31.
Yeah. Hold on, let me play my little outro.
With the deadline and really make upgrades. Although there is a level of concern that the Lakers are going to be able to make those upgrades necessary with this roster. And I'm feeling that within both of them, that they're a piece or two away from legitimately competing for Texans, which they went together in 2019, 2020. And Rob Pelinka, that
Let them know Marlo stepped to any motherfucker, Omar,
Hello?
Barksdale, whoever.
Hold on.
My name is
About
my
to say
name.
this speaker sucks.
All right. Let me get everything set up.
Has to be a better way.
Can you hear me? Are you a
Yeah,
sports
barely.
fan looking to up the ante on your?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Are you a sports fan looking to up the ante on your game day experience? Look no further than Bet US, America's
I got my
favorite sports.
earpods.
All right, let me I got you. Let me make you full screen. Boom. full screen you. All right, and then let me make sure you're full screen on here. There we go. There we go. Let me take this off from lower thirds. What in the world is that? Hold on.
What's up?
Oh, that's why that is. Okay. All right, good people. Sorry for the wait. We are back. I'm your host, KC, and this is the KC Sports Show. Join alongside me for our our segment, Brotherly Love segment. Kwame in the building. Give my big brother some air horns.
What's up? What's up?
Hand claps too. Coming back. This is the 4th week in a row. We got a recap of this past weekend, and we're gonna do some predictions for this up and coming AFC NFC Championships. But before we get into it, sponsorships, I gotta make sure I shout out my sponsors. Bet US, 125% off your first bet using my code down below. Get 125% off your first bet. And then also we got another sponsor, HelloFresh. I also got a discount code below. Get your first 10 meals off on me and one free breakfast using my code down below. Also, we got other sponsors down below with Amazon affiliate links. I do get a kickback, just full transparency. And Poggers, get 10% off your first discount using my code KCSports10. Poggers, where you get your energy drinks. All right, now that we where'd he go? Where'd Kwame go?
I'm here.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm getting my power cord.
Oh, his power cord went out. Okay, good folks. We are back. As my brother gets ready to get his stuff together. Hopefully you guys are having a good week so far. We are nearing the week end. Getting ready for this AFC NFC Championship. Let me play my other commercial while he.
Are you a sports fan looking to up the ante on your game day experience? Look no further than Bet US.
Are you back? Okay, I was about to play my little commercial. All right, we are live on Twitch, Kick, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. What's up, Kwame? What you got going on, man?
Nothing much. Another day, another dollar.
Another day, another dollar. That is right. I got
It's
my
old school saying, ain't it?
you got your coach. You said what?
I said it's an old school saying, ain't it?
Yeah. I say it from time to time. I get called Unc from time to time when I use it.
Yeah, you bought Unc age right now.
Nah, I ain't no Unc. I might be an uncle in real life, but I ain't Unc age yet. Hey, but we're going to have some fun, good folks. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching this live on YouTube. Make sure you share the link. Let's get right into it. This past weekend, our first topic, we're going to go over a few games. We actually made predictions on a few games. Let me see what we went over. Last week, we both took the Chiefs. First game we could talk about is the Chiefs versus the Houston Texans. That kind of went how we all expected.
Well, actually, the Texans competed a little bit more than we all expected, I would say.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, if it wasn't for the refs, it probably would have been a closer game. But I mean, we didn't expect Texans to fight as well as they did.
So you blaming the refs too? You saying that the refs are one of the reasons?
Mahomes and the ref got something going on, or all of them. They just make up stuff for them. I'm sorry. I even looked at the last thing I saw on TV today was looking at the Super Bowl, our Super Bowl with them, and that phantom call on Bradbury at the end that denied us the ball.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, Mahomes he's leaning into this whole thing about, flopping, because that definitely was a flop. It was 2 times where he got allegedly hit in the head. Really 3 times. He was being pushed off the sideline. He put a little extra on. Yeah. He put a little extra on it. And also the hit from Will Anderson. They called it roughing the passer? What was it? Roughing the passer? Or unnecessary roughness?
Yeah, and he didn't even like hit him with his helmet. It was supposedly helmet to helmet contact, but he didn't even touch him with the helmet. He's just making up calls for the guy.
I mean, if you're not cheating, you're trying. I can't be mad at Mahomes, honestly.
I think they're going to do something this offseason. Like the whole, I believe if a quarterback jukes, then the whole illegal contact or hit thing is off. Like if anywhere in your run you do a juke instead of sliding, it should be a fair game. You should be fair game at that point.
So you think
That's the rule.
they're gonna implement that NBA rule where the little fake, if you about to go into it and lean into something, it's gonna count as a penalty against you?
I think so. I really do think they should do that, or they just shouldn't. If you get hit, it shouldn't count because you did a fake move. You did a move that was, you were moving like you were going to go down, but you didn't go down, so it's fair game for you. I think they should do that for real.
I think they should definitely implement the fake slide thing if it's not already an implementation in the game. That is unfair. And Josh Allen too is also a habitual offender of that fake slide shit. Because
yeah, he's probably the worst. But Josh Allen, in all fairness, sometimes he coming at you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There to whereas all them other guys, they getting down as soon as they begging for a call. But Josh Allen, he bringing it to you.
Yeah.
Probably 8 the time.
He's like 6'5", 250. Like, come on, man. That should be illegal.
Yeah, and I'm probably more of a Josh Allen fan than I am of Patrick Mahomes. But before we jump into that, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Yeah. So the Texans game.
Chiefs.
You said what?
Texans, Chiefs. What did you think about the Texans quarterback? His performance this weekend.
Stroud's performance was, I don't want to say lackluster. I think it was okay. You do what you can. You're missing a bunch of weapons. You're missing Diggs. You're missing Tank. I think they should have just kept grounding and pounding with Mixon.
I agree. That was what I was going to bring up. Yeah, Mixon.
Yeah, I would have just kept it to Mixon because I mean, it's a few things that's going on with the Texans right now. They need to shore up their offensive line to protect his blind side, and he's missing weapons. If you got Nico Collins, if that's your main primary weapon, it's really hard to spread the defense really. So I would have just kept it running, make the defense stay honest, 8 in the box, and let them beat you mid range or through the run. But it's just planning. That's all it is. A lot of coaching that should have happened beforehand. And I'm watching the game in real time, and I'm like, the Texans could possibly beat the Chiefs, but the Chiefs come out of nowhere and pull it out. Of course, with the ref help. Hey, listen, man, I'm tired of people talking about this whole ref thing. If you really want to like stick it to them, beat them by a fair amount of points, so that way the ref's call don't even matter. Get ahead, 2 touchdowns.
Mahomes has some heroics in there. That pass that he threw to Kelsey, kind of thing, where he was like almost down, and he was like almost touching the ground. He threw it. That was pretty damn good. I mean, I ain't gonna take nothing away from him with that. But for the rest of the game, he sucked. He was just a normal quarterback.
Yeah.
But geez, the Texans, D'Amico Ryans, he's almost there. Former Eagle, so I do root for the guy. But he's almost there. Just like you said, a healthy team, they'll probably be better. But C.J. Stroud looked pretty impressive. Looks like he has a bright future ahead.
Yeah, C.J. Stroud is turning up to be good, and I'm not taking nothing from the Texans. They fought hard. They got where they got, but unfortunately, you come up against the 3-time NFL Super Bowl champions. What you gonna do? And I mean, they're hurt. They did what they could. It's just bad ref calling. But and also Mahomes is Mahomes at the end of the day. So you want to beat them fair and square. The only loss if you look back at the regular season, the only loss they took was to the Bills in a convincing manner. And I think if the Bills stick to that formula, they're going to get them. But not jumping ahead, stick to this game. I think the refs, man, I don't want to hear nothing about ref play. As much as Tom Brady, not taking anything away from Tom Brady. Tom Brady, when he played them 7 Super Bowls, he got a bunch of like BS calls. Hell, one rule, the tuck rule, was made off of Tom Brady. If you think about it, come on now.
Well, I mean, basically, Mahomes is getting Brady treatment at this point,
which he should.
It needs to be stopped. Because I think we whined enough about Brady that they should know better to do the same thing with Mahomes. But I do think they will do a rule change to where something's going to be done about the quarterback contact. Either review it or something. They could review it, maybe not stop the game, review it. But if New York sees something, chime in and say, hey, that was suspect. Or like the face mask. They should be able to review that also. Because I know Joe Burrow, he took a pretty egregious face mask and it never was called. But it was a game changer. But I think New York needs to have the ability to review that, because right now I don't know what they're doing. It's like New York calls in when they want and sometimes they don't. It's weird right now.
Hey man. Beat them in convincing fashion, so that way you don't got to worry about the refs making a determination on the game. Point blank, period. Yeah. I'm watching the game. I was getting bored because I was like, it's nothing but field goals. Like the first half was like 4 field goals. And at some point, the game busted wide open. And I'm like, man. And there was a missed field goal. So you shouldn't have to depend on field goals either if you really want to beat Mahomes and the Chiefs. Ultimately, in order for anybody to beat the Chiefs, you have to be up 2 touchdowns. Because if it comes down to the end of the game, you're looking at the refs, any stupid call, roughing the passer, all unnecessary roughness, whatever you think is going to happen is going to happen. Pass interference, it's going to happen in the favor of the Chiefs. So I don't want to hear, and don't think I forgot about the times where people were trying to say the Eagles was getting every call. I'm like, what? No, let's not do that. Let's be fair. And I might be caping a little bit because I actually like Mahomes as a quarterback because he razzle dazzles, but nonetheless, so
I would hate Mahomes, but Andy Reid is his coach.
Yeah,
and I love Andy Reid. So I'll probably, and I don't think I ever hated Tom Brady. I don't think I ever hated Tom Brady, but whatever.
I never did.
What's the next game?
Tom Brady got the treatment that I gave Kobe, but I gave Kobe. I didn't like Kobe, but I respected Kobe's game. I didn't like Tom Brady, but I respect Tom Brady as the GOAT as the game. But
I don't see how. I always love Kobe. Of course, he from Philly.
Yeah,
so.
he from Philly. Well, Lower Marion, you know what I'm saying? You don't got no more takes on that on that Chiefs. It really wasn't that much talked about with that game anyway, honestly.
Yeah, it was the bad calls, whatever. But the game I do have a take on. Let's go to this Lions Commanders.
Hold on. We gotta go down in order. I got the order. Bills, Ravens. Bills, Ravens. You took the Bills. I took the Ravens stupidly. So that you 2-0. I'm 1-1.
Okay. I thought I did worse. Maybe it was last week I did horrible. Yeah.
Yeah, last week you did horrible. This week you did a little better. So you're 2-0.
How can you go against Josh Allen? That's all I say. How can you go against Josh Allen?
Hey man, look, check this out. I'm gonna make a hot take. Mark Andrews needs to be investigated. I want him investigated because all year you've been catching balls, not that bad. You've been catching balls in traffic worse than that. And all of a sudden, you talk about a little snow, you fumbled the ball. And I also want to talk, I'm talking to Chris Sims. You failed excuse for a quarterback. You are the prime example of nepotism. If it wasn't for your father, you wouldn't even made it to college, bruh. So don't sit there and try. Huh?
That's nepotism, how he has a job.
Yeah, that's what I'm
He's
saying.
called everything wrong. Like, yeah. Go ahead.
Everything, bro. So stop the cap on everything. Trying to blame Lamar. Oh, he threw the ball in a way that kid. No, it hit him right in the bread basket, and he dropped the ball. Stop trying to blame Lamar. And you over there making these stupid takes, talking about, well, Lamar, he really could have on both sides. They could. I'm like, no, it was Mark Andrews. Too stupid.
Lamar did have the fumble, but
Okay.
Mark Andrews' mistake. It was 2 compared to 1. That fumble in the middle of the field was just crazy with Mark Andrews.
That's what I'm saying. How you fumble in the game, bro? What are you talking about?
That was and it was like a little tap he got. The ball just flew out. That was crazy.
I'm gonna tell you what
But
happened.
that catch was unexcusable.
I'm gonna tell you what happened. This is what happened. Mark Andrews the night before got a big bag of money on his doorstep. A big bag, all in unmarked $100 bills, and on his doorstep, and it was said, "You know what this is for?
Bills Mafia made a delivery.
Don't mess it up." And that, dog, anybody with eyes can see. Anybody with eyes can see what the hell was going on. He dropped the ball. You fumbled the ball. Bro, you have been one of the most reliable tight ends in the past 5 years, and all of a sudden you get to an important game and you fumble and you drop a ball right in the end zone to tie the game up. Come on, dog.
Yeah.
Come on, dog.
And he was wide open. You can't get much more open than that. He's sitting on the ground. He's sitting down there. It wasn't a hard. In the past, early in Lamar's career, people used to say he throw the ball too hard if he was real close to you, and it was the perfect pass because he just kind of
it was a touch.
Yeah, it was a touch.
What?
But it's hard. But Baltimore is a classy organization. Lamar did the classy thing, and they took the L like a team. But geez,
I want a deep investigation done on him. I want to know his background. I want to know his background. I want to know whose fans his family is. I want to know all that because, bruh, I'm watching this game and I'm sitting there looking like, dog, I'm jumping up. Like, I'm a Ravens fan, mad. Like, bro, what are you doing? Like, why are you even doing this? I damn near lost my voice trying to figure out what the hell was going on. You dropped the ball right in the end zone to tie the game up, and you fumble, you messing up, and then didn't have the nerve not to talk to the media. And these mugs on ESPN caping talking about this, that. No, anybody else would have got lambasted for not talking to the media. He don't want to talk to the media? Bruh, come on, dog. Come on.
And it sucks for me, too, because I have, on my father's side, I have a bunch of cousins in Baltimore. And, we're talking, we're texting each other. Oh, man, this game I hope they come back. We can have a battle of the birds in the Super Bowl potentially. And it just didn't come through for me. So, but they led the city. And also, I live kind of in Baltimore. The only thing I don't get here is Baltimore news, but I'm like a block away from that. But that was a tough game for the city. But also, they need to run the hell out of Derrick Henry next year. They just need to run Derrick Henry, don't stop. I think let me see what the stats are, but I think they shorted Derrick Henry a little bit on that game also. He only has 16 carries. I think that's egregious. He should have at least 20 carries every single game. Saquon always gets 20 carries. There were some games this year where Saquon had 30 carries.
Oh, no.
Derrick Henry
went
at
crazy.
least 20 carries every game.
That's what I don't get. If you look at the stats, anytime that Derrick Henry carries over 20, they win. I think they're like, 9-1? When Derrick Henry carries the ball 20 times a game, it don't make any sense. And it's just like, Coach Harbaugh, what are you looking at to make you say we can trust Lamar? Bro, that's the whole reason y'all got Derrick Henry. And now the impeccable run is done. It's done after the season.
Think he was averaging 5.3 carries, had a long of 17. So he was doing his job, but why they gave up on him, I have no clue. I know they were behind a little bit, but I don't think time was a factor. You're in the snow. You just got to run your horse. You got to give him the rock.
That's what I'm saying. Put it all on Derrick Henry. Put it all on him. Yeah. How Eagles do it, like, I'm sorry, I hate to say it, but in that case, that game against the Rams, we had to put it on Saquon. Saquon had to. Yeah. I don't care what nobody says. And when you got a workhorse like Derrick Henry, who can
undoubtedly take a team and put them on their back, i.e. Tennessee Titans, because the Tennessee Titans were never going to no playoffs without Derrick Henry. Not off the back of who was the quarterback while he was there.
Several.
They weren't going to a playoffs without Derrick Henry, and not going deep.
And it's sad. Lamar, they'll be back next year. They'll be competitive next year. I know Derrick Henry's coming back. They should have the same team. But poor them. But Josh Allen, he's my league MVP. I know he won't win it.
Yeah.
Because Lamar numbers are so much better. But Josh Allen, he's a beast. He has all the heart in the world. He doesn't have the most talented offense, but he's made all those guys.
No, Josh Allen's winning it, bro. He's going to win it. I had this conversation with my people over at Sports for You, and they were like, basically, yeah, Josh Allen, even though the stats, statistically, Lamar is better, Josh Allen's going to win it. Only because of recency bias. It plays into his favor versus because it's like the year that Shaq had all the greatest stats and still ended up giving it to Nash. And like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but Lamar, his numbers are just great. That number line.
There's some gaudy numbers. I give it to him.
It's ridiculous. And I'm trying to hate on the dude, but you just can't.
You can't.
Let's see, 4,172 yards, 41 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions. That is crazy, and that's not even including his rushing stats. Let's see what those look like. I gotta find those for the year. All right, I'll find them here shortly. But geez, well, he didn't do much rushing. 695 yards, 147 carries, 5 TDs. He had a light year, or actually, that wasn't this year. 915. Come on, Kuwait. 915 yards.
I'm just saying,
he
bro.
He got this.
He don't got it, bro.
Yards.
He don't got it, bro.
He got this.
He ain't got it, bro.
This is Josh Allen's stats do not compare. They had a better year team-wise, but
nah, bro,
it's not comparable.
Josh Allen's winning it. I'm telling you, the politics are going to take or have already taken over. Josh Allen has won the MVP. When you look at the finalists, the top two, Lamar and Josh Allen, who you think is going to win that? They're not going to give it to. They're not giving it to Lamar twice in a row. Now they're not going to do that again.
So Josh Allen this year, 3,700 yards, 28 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Rushing, he had 531 yards, but he had a gaudy 12 touchdowns.
Josh Allen is the prodigal son of the NFL, bro. I'm sorry. It don't matter. It don't matter.
I love the guy. The only person that I would like better is probably Joe Burrow. I think Joe Burrow is my favorite quarterback.
Joe Burrow is everybody's favorite quarterback, man. If Joe Burrow, I think the issue with Joe Burrow is two things. Because he got into the finalists list, even with the stats that he had, not the stats, but the record that he had, is two things that needs to happen with the Bengals. And Joe Burrow could undoubtedly, just hands down, win the MVP with those stats he had this year. They need to stop starting off slow, and I'm attribute that to the preseason. Y'all need to start playing y'all starters. And two, Joe Burrow, it just befuddles me because you play. I know it's a strong division. You got Pittsburgh in your division. You got the Ravens. You got the Browns. But y'all guys got to start off hot, man. Y'all have to start off hot.
Well, no, it's deeper than that. What they need to do is, I agree with what you said, but the biggest issue, they got to pay everybody before training camp.
Yeah.
This year that was an issue. I mean, everybody was going through the contract disputes and stuff like that. I think T. Higgins is gone. You can't pay him. I don't think he's worth it. Jamar Chase he's a top-notch receiver. He's an all-pro guy. T. Higgins, he may be 14. I don't even think he's 14. He may be 16 if you did all-pro teams that many times. T. Higgins would come in on a 16. He is not a dog. He will go somewhere else and just take up space. You can't pay that guy. You need to bring somebody or draft somebody, draft a receiver, give him another.
I was thinking that same
option.
thing. Draft the receiver. It'd be cheaper.
Yeah, you can't pay T. Higgins. I don't even know what they're negotiating about, but you would ruin your team if you try to pay T. Higgins.
So what they need to do is, I mean, because Jamar Chase is going to break the bank. They should have paid him. They should have paid him last year. He's going to break the bank. He's going to break at least $45 million a year, at least.
Yeah, he's a difference maker.
Yeah,
like he's the best receiver in the league to me.
No, I put Justin Jefferson 1 and Jamar 1A or 1B.
Either way,
they're interchangeable. If you look at this stat, they're really interchangeable. Yeah. But the difference.
But I like Jamar because if you look at how big he is, he's not a big guy. And he goes and gets it. He makes it happen.
Yeah.
Jefferson is kind of lanky guy. I like him too.
Yeah, but Jefferson high point the ball though. Jefferson high points like he'll.
Yeah. He's a long lanky guy. But Jamar Chase is not that big, and he gets it done. Of course, my favorite is AJ Brown, but
yeah.
AJ Brown's not in that category because he doesn't have a quarterback that will air the ball out like those guys.
And
do.
It's so sad because this is the prime years of AJ. He's like 26 right now, and just we'll get to we'll get to that. But on this Bills Ravens game, I'm highly disappointed. I feel sad for Lamar. He had a phenomenal regular season. I really wanted to see him make it to the Super Bowl, at least make it to the Super Bowl. And for this to happen, it just blows my mind. It blows my mind that the mere fact of the matter is that it wasn't Lamar's fault this time. I mean, yeah, he had turnovers, but they did everything that he could. He did everything he could in his power.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll give them a lot of credit. They went down as a team. Nobody's pointing fingers.
I'm pointing fingers at, you know who I'm pointing fingers at, Mark Andrews. I'm pointing fingers at Mark Andrews, and I want an investigation, and I want it now. I want it done now because ain't no reason this man should not have been like what?
I text my cousin in Baltimore right after the game. I said, y'all gonna run Mark Andrews out of town.
Yeah.
And then I looked today, I saw a meme out there. You remember what's the name? Snoop and what's the other dude name from The Wire?
Oh, Chris
they
and
had
Snoop.
an image of them saying they standing at the airport. They at the airport waiting for Mark Andrews to fly in. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, no, Chris and Snoop.
Baltimore is waiting on him. Woo.
Man,
he'll be all right. He got him there, so I mean he'll be okay.
Oh my goodness, the bag must have been big. It must have been like at least $10 million at the doorstep because, bruh, you definitely threw that game. I'm sorry, you 100% threw that game. KJ, my favorite nephew. What's up, KJ? But no, Mark Andrews threw that game. I'm convinced nobody's gonna tell me otherwise. Mark Andrews, bruh. Any other time you catch those balls, but you can't catch that ball right then and there. Granted, you want to blame the snow, you want to blame whatever, bro. There's nothing else you can tell me. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. But
who's up next?
We got Lions and Commanders.
Lions and Commanders. That was a good game. I was over at my friends, at my old neighbors, Damian, who is me, the DC rapper. I was at his house with him in a den with probably 15 other Redskins fans, and it was a pretty tough environment. And I lost a $100 bet while I was in the room. It was set up with a $20 bet. I thought I had me a suck on the line. It took allowed me to bet on Detroit straight up for 20.
Well,
and
guess what?
Up the bet.
Guess what? We tied. We 2-1. I took the Commanders. I said something in my mind told me to take the Commanders. I said I'm going to take the Commanders because I didn't trust Detroit and how unhealthy they were, and I was right.
Ultimately, they ran them guys in the ground. There's no way you got 21 guys from your defense on IR, and then David Montgomery is coming back from an ACL.
He should have got that
to play.
He should have just.
That is
out.
crazy. I've never heard of that before. He needs to figure out something to lighten up the load on those guys. Because that he ran them into the ground, point blank. Period. That's what happened with that team this year.
That's what you think? He ran them into the ground. Not just dumb luck. That 21 injuries. You don't think that's just dumb unlucky?
No.
Okay.
That means they were over practicing, over playing. And he's a guy that's, believes in all this grit and all that, but you just got to ease up on your players. You can't. I don't know if you skip a practice a week or something like that, but next year they got to do something better. Of course, we saw Hutchinson's injury.
Yeah.
And that was a freak accident, but
gruesome.
A lot of those other guys, half of those other guys, I think they just got worn down.
Yeah, that was pretty gruesome. Hutchinson was, but now he got to really retool back up at coaching because you got your DC and your OC off other places, and just to kind of branch off of this, what is it? What's the DC's name? Glenn.
Oh, Aaron Glenn.
Aaron Glenn. I don't know why.
My Detroit shades. I am.
He got some buff.
Consider Detroit's my second home.
Yeah, he got his buffs on. Okay,
yeah.
Look at him.
Everything the D. No homo.
Nah. Aaron Glenn going over is I'm happy, but then I'm kind of cautious because now I'm like, bro, you chose the Jets. I know you a former player, but the Jets ain't. And I hate this with coaches. I'm like, bro, don't go over there yet. They ain't even got rid of Aaron Rodgers.
I really do. Think he can be successful there simply because he has a different passion for the game. Rex Ryan, I don't know what the hell he was thinking. But he thought he was a shoo-in for the job. Did you see that?
I did. He took off ESPN because I heard about he put his name back to go to the Jets. You think the owner going to be like, bro, we did this song and dance already. You think we're going to bring you back?
You don't run it back.
No running back. Hey, but
I can't recall an instance in pro sports where somebody's ran it back.
No,
I really can't.
Never. Except for the Patriots. The Patriots just hired the OC. What's his face? They just brought huh?
Yeah, Vrabel.
No, not Vrabel. No.
Oh, you talking about Josh McDaniels?
Josh McDaniels is back with the Patriots.
Yeah, but Josh, that's normal. Like if you leave for an opportunity and come back and get your position, that's normal. At least he wasn't head coach. He went for a better opportunity. He sucked at it. And he came back to do the offense. That's normal. I would call that normal.
You call that normal?
But with a coach leaving, yeah. A head coach going there, getting fired, and coming back, I've never seen that. That don't work.
He thought.
Yeah. Those teams that he had, like, I remember that run when Mark Sanchez was a rookie. That was a great run. And he had some great defenses, but he just ran into that Tom Brady brick wall. And he never was able to develop an offense. Rex could probably run a defense again, but offensively, his team sucked. He was a horrible offensive coach.
I mean, he's defensive minded. I mean, it would have worked perfectly with the personnel at defense, but offensively, it just didn't work. But he had Mark Sanchez. Mark Sanchez wasn't the greatest. I mean, he did take him to an AFC Championship that one year, but hey.
But that was the butt fumble, worst play, one of the worst plays in history until I saw Baker Mayfield 2 weeks ago do that slow. that might be right before, that's before the butt fumble. But that play Baker Mayfield did. But I'm gonna leave Baker alone. Let's talk about these Lions. What went wrong there? What did Jared Goff do wrong? Those trick plays were the worst.
Jared Goff. I watched that game, and as I'm watching this game, I'm sitting there looking like, bro, it's the interceptions, bro. Like he literally just threw two turnovers. He threw a ball too low, and the same dude picked it over and over. And I'm like, bro, adjust. You making it seem you're justifying the reason why they shipped your ass off from LA over to the Detroit Lions in the first place, because you can't get it done in the big games, bro. You cannot throw the ball. You can't throw it to the same defender over and over. If he ain't open, he ain't open.
But it was one game. The play calling was, again, I blame it more on the play call than Jared Goff. And their defense just couldn't stop anything. I mean, 45 points.
Yeah.
Come on. Really? Yeah. 45 points? You giving up to a run-heavy team? That was awful. I know on that one play where they threw the screen to Terry McLaurin, that was a great play call by the Commanders. But that was just awful. The numbers were way off. You got 3 on the outside and you got 2 covering them. I mean, that was common sense to go to him with the ball, and Terry McLaurin's speed just took over. But that was horrible.
Very horrible. Very horrible.
What were positives about that game? Do you believe in Jaden Daniels?
I do. Okay, so check this out. Jaden Daniels has a very veteran coolness about himself. He got that killer Mamba in him. He's been tested. He's been, tested by good defenses, even though a fully healthy Detroit defense, I would like to see him go against that with an Aiden Hutchinson, and they missing a corner. And then if we talking about they played the Buccaneers prior, playing the Bucks. These are pretty decent defenses. Don't get me wrong, but how is he testing when the pressure's on? When he facing like a top 5 defense? And we're
gonna see.
Yeah,
that's exactly what we're gonna see this week.
Vic Fangio proving it, but we're gonna see. I think if he goes to the let's say the tables get turned on the Eagles and he goes to the Super Bowl, the first rookie.
No, we're not. No, bro. We're not doing that.
Okay,
we're not doing that. That's not a call that's allowed to be taken on this show. Okay.
I was just saying.
Get that out your mouth.
Okay. We're gonna go past that. We'll come back next week. We'll reconvene next week. Okay. But Jaden Daniels is great.
But one of the weaknesses I've seen with Jaden Daniels is he throws the ball short a lot. He has a great deep ball, but I've been noticing a recurring theme that he's throwing the ball short quite a bit. And that's something that I think the Eagles can expose. We're going to put a lot of pressure on them with Nolan Smith and the pressure up the middle. Did you hear? And this is going a little too far, but did you hear that the defensive coordinators for the Commanders came out and said, if Jalen Hurts runs, we're going to treat him like a running back. We're going to hit him. We're going to hit him hard, and we're going to hit him often. And I'm like, whoa.
At least
they realize that's what they said. He was quoted for saying that. You do realize that Jaden Daniels does the same exact thing. Why would you say that?
And we got one of the pettiest defensive tackles in the world in Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter will do some dirty stuff. He's just as bad to me as Ndamukong Suh.
He's not. No. He's not dirty yet. Suh was just dirty. What? No, Suh was just dirty.
You don't think Jalen got that dog in him?
Jaden Daniels is nasty. Like, he'll get in the mix. He starts a lot of stuff, but he finishes at this point. And then Ndamukong Suh used to just do some stupid stuff, get a lot of penalties. I don't see Jalen Carter as getting penalties and stuff that hurt his team. He may get in some arguments on the sideline and stuff, but yeah, Ndamukong Suh was just dumb. He would just come, and I'm a Nebraska Cornhusker fan, so he was my guy. But there was a few times he was just stepping on folks for no freaking reason whatsoever. We're not going to call Jalen Carter that. Jalen Carter is lighting you up. He's hitting you. He's tackling you hard. He's making plays, but Ndamukong Suh was just a monster.
Yeah.
And then the crazy part about it is he could still play in his league probably.
He was on our team. He was, 2 seasons ago? He was still good.
Yeah, that was 2 seasons ago. We brought him back for that Super Bowl run.
Yeah, no,
and he played very, very well. So
yeah, Jalen Carter is one of those guys. But I thought you was going to say something in terms of they're going to go for that bum knee, because that was the report that Jalen has a bad knee, or he has an injured knee.
They said there's nothing on the injury report, and I saw a video of him at practice today. I don't think he had a brace on or anything, and he wasn't limping, so they didn't mention anything on the injury report, so we're just going to leave it at he's 100% healthy as of now.
Okay. We're going to see. I just wanted to make sure.
But other highlights from that game, Commanders, Detroit game, Jahmyr Gibbs just looked unstoppable. St. Brown is a beast also. They had a lot of highlights. When they get healthy, they'll be back. I was prepared to go up to Detroit to watch the game this coming Sunday, but instead of going there, I will be in Philly. I will be at the game. So, yeah, I will be in section 203. I am there. So that'll be fun. And it's going to be a pretty day. I think it's going to be about 45 degrees. So I won't freeze a limb off or anything. So that'll be great.
Yeah, no, I would love to come up there, but I'll wait. Last minute tickets aren't really too cheap right now. So,
when you see those ticket prices, you ain't gonna want to go. Yeah. They are really expensive.
And I'm not driving 17 hours to Philly just to come back.
They're really, really, really expensive. So
I'm not sure what's going on right now, but yeah.
Borderline Super Bowl tickets. So
I'll wait till Super Bowl then. I'll wait till Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But no, I thought it was a good game. I thought the Bills were going to. I thought the Lions were going to go crazy when I saw Laporte catch that pass with one hand in the end zone. I was like, oh yeah, this game is done. But they kept going back and forth, and at the end it turned out to be a shootout. Jaden Daniels, bro, he's one of them. He's proven to be one of them.
Yeah, they just the play calling got a little too loose.
Yeah,
honestly, that's what I say. They got a little too loose with the play calling.
Yeah.
Hopefully, next time they'll shore that up.
Let's move forward to the last game recap, and we got the Eagles versus the Rams. So with this game, I'm gonna be honest, I was a little nervous going into it. I was like, oh man, here we go. Because, the Rams got their little swagger about them, their defensive line. And they got the Jalen a few times, got a few sacks on them. That defense and Saquon pulled out and helped us. Saquon put the team on his back. That run, Saquon looking like, thank you, Giants. That's all I can say. Thank you, Giants.
Yeah, but going back to you said the sacks, Jalen Hurts is taking one too many sacks.
He holding on to the ball too long, dog.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. It's really hurting us. I don't know what to say about it, but it's really hurting us. He has to get rid of that ball, or just have it in his head that he has to get rid of the ball within 2 seconds when he sees that blitz coming. And he's just holding the ball. And I think he took about 5 sacks that game.
Two unnecessary sacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's holding the ball too long, bro. He's not being decisive. It's like you really don't got a choice. If a team, like the one thing I'm worried about with Washington is that they could say, you know what, we're just going to put 8 in the box and make Jalen beat us. Put 8 in the box and make Jalen beat us. And we want to see if he can do it. If he can do it, then damn it, we're gonna take that. We can take that L versus Saquon busting open for 95 yards here, 95 yards there. Saquon had 203 yards. He went crazy. And in the snow game is really where you need your running back, though. Honestly,
I think Saquon throughout this year against the Commanders has had over 400 yards. And it's crazy because against the Rams, he had over 500 yards, close to 6. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Even though it was a playoff game, and he could have had more. But Saquon is just a beast. You just can't contain him. And he's been the cheat code for us this year. We don't have the Jalen Hurts from 2022. But we have Saquon now, and he's making up for a lot of our weaknesses.
Yeah, no, I'm appreciative every time I think about the Giants and them being so stupid and letting us get Saquon for dirt cheap. Dirt cheap. And us having the foresight because we got a good line for running. And if we had to depend on Jalen Hurts' arm, we'd probably be in the running for number 1 pick right now, a top 5 pick, because I'm not sure what's going on with Jalen. Bro, you gotta come out this suave, cool demeanor of a quarterback and start letting go. I'm tired of it. I can't defend you anymore, my guy. It's like I'm so tired of like week after week defending Jalen. Bro, you've been disrespected on a multitude of times when it comes to top 10 quarterbacks. They put people above you. It's like, bro, come on, man. Make me want to.
The problem is, I agree with you 100%. But the guy wins.
Pat Culp says, Bro, we have
he just
a
wins and he
2000K
wins
rusher.
and he wins.
Why
And he
are we
does
surprised
better
the
when he
passing
throws
is
for
down?
under 200 yards.
You
Believe
know
it or
how
not.
hard it is to
I
have a
believe in that
2K runner and
2022
4K
season,
passer in the
he
same
was
season.
0 for 4 when he threw for more than 200 yards. In that season, if you think about it, in the Super Bowl, he went off for like 400 yards, whatever the number was. But he was 0 for 4 that season when he threw for over 200 yards, which is a crazy stat. So
I mean,
I can't.
Looking at it, we just got to fix it. Hold on, let me attend to the people in the chat. We got some yappers. Pat Cope, I see you down there talking. 2K rushing and 4K passing is not a crazy stat. That's pretty normal. That's not a perfect stat. And then also, what else you expect? That should be an expectation for any team, honestly. If you got a premier running back and a decent quarterback, so that's not out of the norm. But
What was the comment?
he said, they said we should have, we want to have a 2,000-yard rusher and a 4K passer in the same season, and we want perfect stats. It's not that we want perfect stats. We just want perfect. Like, we want it, bro. That's not
He
crazy.
had 2,900. He had 2,900 yards. He was 1,000 short. He missed 2 games. Yeah, we are being greedy. But we just need to know, as the Eagles fan, we haven't seen him put together that passing game that he did in 2022 in a long time. It's been probably 20 games since he's done that. So we just need to know if he can put together back-to-back games. That's all we want to see as Eagles fans. If he does that, we're happy. A.J. Brown's happy. But right now I'm content with winning. But I just hope that he becomes a better passer because Saquon won't be here forever. But I think we are going to have Jalen Hurts for at least another 6, 7, 8 years. So
I don't think 6, 7, 8 years. I think we'll have Jalen Hurts for maybe another 3 if he keeps going on the route he keeps going in terms of being a passer.
The thing is at some point it's going to click. It has to. You can't have that many reps and it not click. At some point he's going to be, because what is he, 26? I think he's 26 years old.
Yeah.
So by the time you're 32 and you're still an NFL quarterback, you should have it figured out at that point.
He acts so damn shy and timid. It's like in his game just yells shy and timid. It's like, bro, just come on. We got to figure out what do we need to do to unleash the lion in you, bro? Because every time it's a slow start with you, bro. I don't like this. Yeah. Let's see. Ram Doho says he's a Cowboys fan. Ugh, Cowboys fan in our chat. What's up, man?
Sorry for your loss, Cowboy fans. Yeah. Sorry for your loss. Let's keep it that way, though. Did you know, going back, the last time the Commanders or Redskins, and this is awful, it was like 91. What year were you born?
91, bro. Come on.
That was the last time the Redskins were good. That is sad. That is the most depressing thing. The only person that beat them, are the Cowboys. But they're worse. Or the Detroit Lions are the only thing worse than them. But that is so sad and depressing. For a Cowboys fan to speak up now, they haven't been to the division championship game in any of the 2000s. They only won 2 playoff games.
Man, nobody wants to go to Dallas, bro. That is such a horrible place to go as a coach.
Yeah.
You can't do nothing. You don't got no say so over personnel.
I wish they continue losing for another 25 years and just become the new Detroit Lions of the league.
Until Jerry Jones keels over, Bro, the Cowboys are going to forever be horrible because Jerry Jones, you know where the downslope happened at? And I'm not even a Cowboys fan. I just look at history and I know my football. The moment that Jerry Jones fired Jimmy Johnson, we talking about Jimmy Johnson who won championships in Miami and in the NFL.
They were cursed.
They were cursed.
They got that color purple, that hex on them for the next 50 years that I hope keeps going. So
I mean, excuse me, just horrible. Look, Cowboys fan. Hey, bro, I'm not sorry for your loss, brother. Whatever you going through, it's gonna get better if you switch teams. You be better off. I said if he switched teams, you'll have a better chance at not being depressed at the end of every regular season because you're going to be depressed for a long time.
Can you ask that person how old are they? I just want to know if were they alive when the Dallas Cowboys were good. But the Redskins, you have to be 35 years old or 34 years old to remember the last time they had a win in the playoffs. That's crazy.
The only time I ever even paid attention for real to then the Redskins, now the Commanders, when they had Sean Taylor. I was a huge Sean Taylor fan. Hell, I was a big LeVar Arrington fan. When LeVar Arrington was playing with him, they still suck. Well, Sean Taylor made it a bit of a difference. They had Clinton Portis, Sean Taylor, they had Santana Moss.
RG3 was there, and that's all.
Yeah, and they messed up RG3. They killed RG3 for that.
Yeah, outside of that, they suck. They haven't been good or competitive in 34 plus years or 33 years, however the math works.
I mean,
it's horrible. I don't wish that on nobody but the Cowboys.
That was Mike Shanahan's fault.
It's so bad, Kuwait, that I'm just used to the Redskins not even competing. Like, now we got to worry about them again. I think the Giants are going to suck for a while, but now we got to worry about the Redskins. We don't have to worry about the Cowboys as much. So,
thank God. I mean, that's Cowboys or the Giants. The Giants going to suck too. As long as y'all keep your GMs, everybody in our division outside of the Commanders, are just imploding from within inside. I love it.
And our front office is the best. Maybe the best in the league, honestly, with Howie. And Howie alone, he's holding it down. And the Commanders just got lucky this year. They drafted the right one. Chicago could have easily taken Jalen Daniels, and they could have got Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
But they got lucky. Jalen Daniels just looks unfazed by pressure as of right now. And that's going to stop this weekend. But do we want to move on to the next round and talk about these matchups?
Yeah, we can let's start with we already here. Eagles versus the Washington Commanders. Who you got? Well, no, I already know who you got. That needs to be that doesn't even need to be said. We both got the Eagles. It is what it is. The Eagles are going to win.
The line is 6. Yeah, the line is 6. I think we're going to trounce them by 10 plus. Our defense is going to do something to Jaden Daniels simply because they spoke up and they talking about hurts.
Yeah.
I don't like that, so that's going to motivate our guys and something. Yeah, we're going to stop their run.
Guantanamo Bay and Reed Blankenship and Cooper DeJean.
He was back.
Yeah,
he was. He went out early in the Rams game, but he's back 100%.
I saw a joke on Twitter. Somebody was talking. Somebody had put up highlights of your boy Bradbury. It was like, man, I can't wait till this man get it. I was like, oh no, this dog trolling. This man trolling.
Bradbury is in a witness protection program. We have not seen him all year. He's on the payroll, but we just said, dude, just
this man's trolling. Yeah, Bradbury is done. He's cooked, man. He worked. He just as bad as what's the boy Jalen? We had a cornerback named Jalen.
Namdi Asma.
He stole money. He stole money.
Yeah, him and who's the guy from Oregon? That Chip Kelly brought in. what was his name? We traded for all those Oregon players. He was a cornerback. He was trash.
I can't even remember.
I forgot his name. I'll remember in a sec. But we paid him pretty good, but he was worse than Namdi. Bradbury was good though. I mean, he got us to the Super Bowl, but
they
made up a call on him. But last year he
fell apart, bro.
It was unbearable.
He fell apart.
Yeah.
What's the guy named Jalen something? It was Jalen, one of them cornerbacks, because he caught so much flack. He was so bad, bro. I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, he was with the Eagles. He was a corner. He was so bad, like people couldn't even say happy birthday because it was just Eagles fans flooding him. Like, you suck. Get off our team.
Jalen Mills, are you?
Jalen Mills, yes, Jalen Mills.
I like Jalen Mills.
Nah, he was trash. He was trash. Bro.
I like Jalen Mills.
Jalen Mills was horrible. He was garbage.
He was on the Super Bowl team. He was an integral part of that backfield. Even though, and he went to New England, I think he's still in the league.
Man, I don't know what happened. You know the best cornerback tandem we had?
What was that?
It was Troy Vincent and Bobby Taylor. And on top of that, we had I like
Lito Shepherd and
I knew you was gonna say that though. I knew you was gonna say Lito Shepherd and them.
That was one of my favorite ones. Those guys, they were special, but we just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah.
They were in that Super Bowl we went to in Jacksonville with Donovan McNabb. Sheldon Brown had that famous light up of
Reggie Bush. Yeah. Yeah.
Reggie Bush saw the light after that hit. So that was a real good one. But those guys, they were special. But Sonny Samuel, he's another one of my favorites. That was he was one of our all-time great cornerbacks also.
I feel like his stint in Philly was not that long. I feel like he was in New England longer than he was with us.
Yeah, he was definitely there longer than he was here, but he was part of something special here. And he played for us probably about 4 or 5 years. So he had a Philly identity. Of course, he's known for being in New England, but I think he played his rookie contract in New England. And we picked him up as a free agency. That was back when we were making those huge splashes with Howie. I don't think Howie was a GM, but he was in the front office.
Yeah, he was in the front office. He wasn't making all the moves like going on right now. But yeah, I like whenever Brian Dawkins was in the back lurking. Yeah. That was my favorite. Yeah. Him. We had a safety named Brown. I forgot his whole name. Man, what, that 05 year? The year that we killed Crumpler and the Falcons and Vic? That was my favorite.
Who did we have back there? No, it was Brian Dawkins and Quentin Michael.
Quentin Michael, yeah. Quentin Michael, yeah.
Quentin Michael was back there, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought Brown.
He was a thumper. He couldn't cover worth a crap, but he would hit you hard, and they were a great tandem back there. We've always had good, solid defenses. We are behind the Patriots, the most successful team in the 2000s. We're always in it. Every 5 years we get 1 year where we take off to where we're kind of mediocre, but we're always in the fight. That's why being an Eagles fan is so special and so easy. We aren't the Redskins or the Cowboys where we're living off the past. We're living off the present. We're living in today.
Yeah, we the last team that got a championship. We the last team in the past 10 years to have a championship. Come on now. And I don't want to hear that reason. Like, get out of here. Come on, let's be serious. But I got the Eagles. I think we're gonna have if we don't start off slow, we should be good. If Jalen can just get out of that rut of starting games and playing it safe, because you can't play it safe all the damn time. Like, my God, bro. Stop trying to play it safe all the time. You really don't need to.
I really do think that the defense is going to win this game for us. And I think we're going to open up the passing game a little bit more. Simply because they're going to try to. If you looked at the last game, they were very, very aggressive at the line of scrimmage. They were tackling Saquon in the backfield because they were gambling a lot. We're going to take advantage of that. I would anticipate a few more screens than what we normally do, to take advantage of their aggressiveness. But I think we'll be fine. I have no worries at all about this game. I really don't. Normally I'm not this optimistic about it, but I feel really good. We're at home, and that defense. If Q was out and Jalen Hurts' knee was on that injury report, I would feel different. But everybody looks healthy in here.
Thank God, because we need it. We need everybody. Other than your boy, the linebacker, N'Kobe Dean, he's out.
Yeah, that's tough because I think he was a 3rd-round pick, and he should next year should be a contract year for him. We're going to lose a lot of these guys too in the future because all of them are super talented. Hopefully Fangio he coaches until like another 5 years.
You think we losing?
Coordinator.
You think we losing? What is it? Bond, the middle linebacker.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to afford to play him unless he gets like 10 million. He's worth at least 10 million. First team All-Pro.
I'm about to say he made first team All-Pro, Pro Bowl.
Yeah, he's first team All-Pro at middle linebacker.
You know what? I've never even like last year. He disappeared. I was like, who is this cat?
No, he was. I mean, he wasn't anybody. He was a backup role player for the Saints last year. But this year they saw something and they saw it right.
They saw it right.
N'Kobe Dean. I've always believed in N'Kobe Dean, but he never stayed healthy. This year was the first time he was. I think he missed like 1 game. He played and he's a dog.
They got my
hopefully
boy.
We can sign him long term.
They got my boy starting from Georgia too. The guy who ran the 4-3. I always forget his name. Remember they didn't play him in the beginning. We drafted him 31st overall.
Oh, Nolan Smith.
Smith, yeah.
Yeah, Nolan Smith. Yeah, he's the biggest. I think he's the biggest story of this year for our defense. For some reason, they didn't want to play him last year. They thought he wasn't ready, but he got his shot this year, and he's fast. And that speed is what we needed on that edge defense we play, especially for a matchup like this. Jalen Daniels likes to run. Nolan Smith can get around that corner. Sweat can get around that corner fast. And then we have, I forgot how you say his name, Hunt, Jackson or Jalen Jackson Hunt. He's coming in there to give a little reprieve. And I hear, maybe it was fake news, but I hear Brandon Graham is warming up to come back for a Super Bowl if we get.
Brandon Graham is done, bro. He's cooked, man. He's done. Go ahead, put him to the side, folks. Brandon Graham ain't coming back, bro. That's done. That's over with.
That would really be special. I'm drawing a blank. Oh, our big free agent acquisition, Huff. Wherever he is,
Huff.
I don't get it with that guy, but. It was one of the worst.
Oh yeah, it was. At least it was some kind of get back in terms of.
Nolan Smith stepped up. Yeah. Hassan Reddick. Both of those guys were a wash. At least Reddick didn't go to the Jets and ball out.
Yeah.
He kind of sucked because he just wasn't available due to his contract holdouts. But yeah, I'm feeling good about our defense. Cooper DeJean, the whole defense. CD or whatever he goes by, CJG is what I like to call him. CJ Gardner Johnson. He's the heart and soul of that secondary.
He is.
Losing him last year was
a big blow.
A big decline. Yeah, that was a big blow. If he was still with us last year, we probably would have had a good defense. But not having him back there really sucked. But
he a ball hog. He take risk.
We're gonna blow him out.
See, the only thing I don't like about CJ is he takes a lot of risk and that's the reason why we get a lot of blown coverages sometimes too. But he'll hit you and he'll cover a lot of space.
Yeah, but a majority of the time those risks pay off. Him and Reed Blankenship have something special going on back there. They communicate very, very, very well. And DeJean Cooper, and in that slot, they're working together. All five of those guys are just great. And Slay, he has another year or two in him.
What they playing, a nickel package? They got because
we play a nickel. We keep all three on the field at all times. And with N'Kobe Dean and Zach Bond and four down linemen. It's one of the best defenses I've ever seen. And I've never really seen a defense to where the nickel is able to stop the run like we do. Typically, you have to bring in 7 up front, but we're not doing that. So,
man, I can't wait to see this game. So we both unanimously got Philly.
Yeah.
I mean,
easy one.
Let's not overglaze it, but hey, Philly in this one. So we can move on to the next one. Our predictions.
This one right here is tough. Go ahead. Wait, what you got?
I am going to take as much as I was a little bit perplexed on this pick in terms of who I think is going to win versus who I know is going to win, or versus who I want to win. I'm going to take, reluctantly, the Chiefs. I'm going to take the Chiefs because every time you bet against Patrick Mahomes, you lose. It's just undoubtedly going to happen. The reason I take the Chiefs, even though the Bills have this, they have this full head of steam going on, the Chiefs are going to step it up. The Chiefs play the competition, and they know they lost to the Bills in the regular season. You don't think Andy Reid is going to make the proper adjustments to make sure they don't take another L to the Bills? That was their only loss. And on top of that, you know now you got a team that gels. We got D-Hop working good. We get a nice little running game going. The defense is going crazy right now. As long as the Chiefs keep the game plan and everything close, the Chiefs are going to win. But as soon as Josh Allen gets a full head of steam, they get up 1 touchdown, 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns, the game's done with. Because there's no way the refs can make a decision that's going to change the sway of the game in any way, shape, or form. 2 touchdowns. That's the formula. That's all the head coach has to do. And as soon as you get up,
Bills.
2 touchdowns. So you're going Bills, I'm going Chiefs. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going Bills. I believe in Josh Allen. This is the Josh Allen year. I think the Chiefs offense is not firing right. In the Bills, Von Miller's still he's a fossil, but he's still getting the job done out there. And I just don't know if the Chiefs defense has enough to, shut down Josh Allen. And so I like the Bills. I just like Josh Allen. But I think he's going to hit a brick wall when he sees our Eagles in New Orleans, because the matchup is going to be the Eagles versus the Bills, and we're taking it home. We're not making a mistake that we did back in 2022. Jalen Hurts is not going to fumble the ball. Bradbury he's in the witness protection program, so he can't hurt us. Guantanamo Bay is active. We're good to go. I really do feel good about that.
So you on the spectrum of Eagles fans that is just so damn positive. I'm a realistic Eagles fan.
I have not been positive all year. I've been pessimistic. I was scared about the last game. I was scared. I just like the fact that we're here. Now it's time for me to talk shit. So that's how I feel.
I'm not talking shit until we get to the Super Bowl. Once we get to the Super Bowl, you'll see me dancing like Gilly the Kid in the Eagles outfit, all that crap. Once we get to the Super Bowl, I'm on board. But I'm nervous about this game.
I'm like this. We're here. We're at home. I'm not wasting this opportunity. We got 3 weeks left. I'm using this because if we win this week, which I know we will, I got 2 more weeks to talk trash. I'm going to Tampa the following week, the week before the Super Bowl. I'm wearing my Eagles jacket. I'm wearing all Eagles gear that whole week. I'm going to show out and rep 5 City. You're going to pick me up in Tampa on that Friday. We're going to ride to New Orleans, and we're going to sneak in the Super Bowl because we ain't got no money to be paying for that.
We're going to sneak in the Super Bowl?
Yeah. I'm gonna bring. Matter of fact, one of our cousins, he works the drinks, the CSC staff. I'm gonna get 2 of his bibs. Yeah. And we're gonna sneak in there. We're gonna work the Super Bowl.
I gotta get my Kelly Green jerseys, man. I gotta go get my Kelly Green. I'm still missing one.
We cannot wear any Eagles paraphernalia because we gotta get in under this rule. So that's the only way we're gonna get in there. We gotta wear these yellow jerseys. That's the only way we're getting in there because we do not have $10,000 for no ticket.
Golly, you gotta sell a kidney to get in that mug, man.
Yeah,
what?
I'll be handing out Cokes and bottled waters all game. We ain't paying to get in there.
I'm gonna print out a fake media pass.
What are the tickets looking like? I hadn't seen the price. Let me see what the tickets cost.
I wouldn't even look at the tickets right now because I feel like it'd be dictated off of what team's going and who's fan base. They how much?
5,000.
That's not bad. That's not horrible.
These are the worst seats. The worst seats in the house. If you had the 50-yard line, 10,000. Second level, 7,000. Yeah, but geez, 7,000. But if you had the top of the dome, you could get in there 5,000 a ticket.
5,000 a ticket, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. Oof. We'll find the Philadelphia bar. We'll find the Eagles fan bar somewhere. And
I'm telling you, I'm getting in there. Look. I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna die trying.
You know, the last time we won the Super Bowl, I was at a bar and they played What We Do Is Wrong. We need to bring a little speaker. I would bring a speaker as soon as we win. You know, I'm gonna play it and we're gonna sing the whole song.
I got a hotel room booked. I just it's booked. It ain't paid for yet, but it's booked.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you. We're gonna take that ride out to New Orleans and have some fun.
I know New Orleans very well. Last year I was at Mardi Gras. But this year hopefully I'll be there for the Super Bowl. But yeah, this Chiefs Bills game should be a good one.
I already took the day
where
off.
is it? It's in with
the Chiefs.
Kansas City.
Yeah, with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Chiefs home. They got it, man. I got the Chiefs. You got the Bills. Eagles all the way. I mean, honestly, like I said, that's the game plan. And outside the refs doing what they do, this whole nasty little narrative y'all passing on about Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs getting every call. It is what it is. Just play better. That's all. Play better. That's all you gotta do.
The Bills all the way. If I had any money, I ran out of money in my gambling account. Did I run out of my money last week? No, I ran out of it this weekend. I'm down to zeros in my gambling account, so I can't gamble no more. I gotta wait till my income taxes come back or something, or I need to go play the lottery or something. I got $1 or $2 somewhere around there. But yeah, typically at the beginning of the season, I start off with like $200. I think I started off with $120, and I re-up one time with another $120.
Yeah,
it lasted all year, but I feel bad. I'm depressed. Can't gamble no more.
It's all good, man. It's all good. I never gamble on my team. I never. Just we don't.
Yeah, actually, I was gambling against the Eagles quite a bit this year.
What?
Yes,
That's
I did,
blasphemous.
and they covered quite a bit. So, I learned that from last year. Just take the other team, and you'll win. Because even though we win, we don't cover all the time. So I'll say that.
See, I can't get into the particulars of gambling, honestly, because I don't even like that whole spread thing. I just do the little the bets on yards and shit. I don't ever play on the spread. I'm like, I'll lose money.
No, the point is that you can't win. The casinos or whoever is doing the bet, they make all the money, but you can't win. But it's fun to do. And who'd you say? Bet USA was your sponsor?
Yeah, bet.
Bet with Bet USA. Have fun. Enjoy the spirit of gambling. But this week, I am taking the Eagles. I'm not even going to bet against the Eagles. And that 6-point spread, I think we're going to cover it with ease. And the Buffalo Bills, they are getting 2 points, so I'm taking Buffalo because I think Buffalo is going to win.
That's your take. That's your hot take. You're going to take the spread.
Yes.
You just need to come in here and go ahead and start sharing your bets with people.
You don't want them. I lost a lot. I lost $240.
No, come on here and then let the people curse you out because they took your advice and you bet it on the wrong shit and now they deep in the hole too. So
these weeks right here this week, they're guaranteed lots of the week. Write that down. I know you like to take notes. Write that down. Buffalo getting 2 points, and the Eagles 6 points. We're covering both times.
You're covering, huh?
Yes.
If that's what you think, all right, brother. Okay, you say so.
So let's wind it down. Let's take one topic that has nothing to do with these playoffs. And can I pick the topic, or do you want to pick the topic?
What's the topic you want to pick? Go ahead, pick the topic.
Jimmy Butler. Let's talk
Why
about
you want to
Jimmy
talk?
Butler.
Why you want to talk about Jimmy Butler, bro?
Because
confused.
you got a big old Heat jersey right behind you. It's
Yeah,
just-
but like that's a sensitive subject for me, brother. Like he already got suspended for 2 games for missing the damn plane. What the hell?
Hey, at least he gets to come back in 2 games. We have Embiid. Embiid is on vacation. He is in Tahiti right now drinking mahi-mahis because we're not going to play him. I think they said the whole road trip he's not playing with us.
Yeah, but Embiid's a lost cause. Hold on, let me shout out to Treasure78 for the subscription. Thank you very much. Welcome to the Big Baller Shot Caller Club. Now, what were you saying about Embiid?
Embiid, it's going to be a sad story for this year. And we can't even tank. My Sixers can't even tank.
Why they can't tank?
Because we don't have a first-round pick. It's already gone. It's going to, I think, the Thunder have it. So
you gave it
to a loss.
Why'd y'all give it to the Thunder? Tell me that.
Part of one of those old trades we did back in the day. Because there was a thought that we could tank for Cooper Flag.
Yeah.
But this is just going to be a lost cause. We won't even get a pick out of it. It sucks.
That does suck. Wow.
All we have is a second-round pick. We're just going to have to deal with it. So Embiid needs to hurry up and come back. And I think I read something earlier where it said that he's frustrated. He has swelling in his knee, but I think he wants to play. I hope that he wants to play, but he can't. This is ridiculous. Do you know that Embiid has not played in Denver since like 2018?
No, I didn't know. That's a crazy little stat.
Yeah, he's been ducking Jokic. Like, it's ridiculous. They don't let him play.
But I'm gonna say this about Embiid, man. I've defended Embiid throughout thick and thin, and he has always let me down in terms of, bro, like, why can't you just be consistent in your play? Now, Jimmy Butler's a different story. You can say whatever you want about Jimmy Butler, but with Embiid, it's just like, bro, come on, dog. Come on, bro. You gotta be kidding me.
The only reason I'm mad at him this year is because he played in the Olympics. I've said it on this show 50 times, but he played in the Olympics. I don't want to hear you talking about your knee is swelling now. Stop doing whatever you're doing. I don't know. Don't let him warm up for games. Just let him go out there, break a quick sweat instead of doing them full workouts.
Yeah.
Just let the man play. Just make it to where he's available. Maybe our training staff just sucks because this is awful. All these guys, Paul George sitting out, Tyrese Maxey, and unfortunately, Maxey is never going to be a great player. He's only a great player with Embiid, but it sucks to be a Sixer fan right now.
Wait, you don't think Tyrese Maxey's gonna, like, I don't know, glow up? Like, I don't know. No? He's
a product of. The reason why he's considered a superstar now is because the spacing that Embiid provides on the floor. He's always going to be wide open off of an Embiid double team. If you look at his numbers this year, his 3-point percentage is way down. His shooting percentage is way down because he's having to take shots where in the past, when Embiid's on the floor, he's wide open for 50% of his shots, not all the shots. But now he's having to feel that pressure. Paul George, too. Those guys, they both would be a whole lot better if Embiid was on the floor.
Y'all, your season is just a waste, and somehow you guys.
No, hold on, man. I see what you're trying to do here.
What?
Let's get back to the Heat.
Get back to the Heatles. You can get back to the Heat. Come on now. Look, I'm gonna say this. Hey, Jimmy Butler is unhappy. He doesn't want to do that anymore with Pat Riley. Pat Riley is running him into the ground. He's tired. They don't do anything in free agency. They haven't brought another all-star here. I swear we had this conversation. It's the same thing in terms of, like, if you're not going to bring me talent, why am I staying here? If you're not going to give me help.
Jimmy Butler is a big baby. He's
not.
He's not.
How you can say that when he was just in Philly with your people? What are you talking about?
He's 35 years old. He wants that big contract.
He was just in Philly with you and Embiid and bro, come on, dog.
That was 5 years ago. He was 30 years old. Yes, I would have gave him that contract at that time.
Choose
But
me
now he's
over
35.
Tobias Harris?
He's 35 and he's not available.
Me over Tobias Harris? Bro,
Yeah,
come
that was
on.
dumb. Yes. I would have loved to still have Jimmy Butler, but right now he's at a point to where he's at the end.
Y'all better be happy y'all got that contract off your books. That's Tobias Harris contract. Y'all better be happy.
No, but we got Paul George, and Paul George, as of right now, is looking even worse. There are Tobias Harris, Paul George numbers comparison, and Tobias Harris is playing better ball than Paul George, and he's available.
And Detroit is like 6 in the East.
Yeah,
I was like,
he's
what?
available.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I just looked at it. I was like, Detroit? 6 in the East? Y'all just fired y'all coach Monty like a season ago, and now y'all want to chip up? Come on, bro. I mean, they got.
I haven't really looked at their roster, but they got Kay Cunningham. He's doing good. Tobias Harris is there. They have a lot of high draft picks that they've been collecting over the year that are finally getting to play. So
yeah.
But needless to say, it's 8:30. Got to get to some business of nighttime over here. So hopefully we get to do this one last time before the next big game. And we'll see how that goes.
All right. I mean, we hit everything. So before we get out of here, I want to thank my bro again for joining on this segment, the Brotherly Love Show. I can only call it a Brotherly Love because it's two brothers join in. I want to appreciate everybody that, showed up and showed out, some subs. Kwame, again, thank you. I'm going to give you some air horns and hand claps.
Thank you, bro, for giving me the invite. Stay warm down there in Atlanta. I know y'all got some snow. I don't know if it's gone or if it's still there.
There's no snow. It's gone. It's gone. It's just cold as hell.
Okay, be safe. Columbus just got some snow, and they're going crazy down there. So I assume you guys also got some snow, but
just a little sleep.
Be safe down there.
All right, you be safe up there, man. Stay away from them Baltimore Ravens, and I know them Commanders fans is on your ass too. So stay away. Stay dangerous out here in these streets.
I'll FaceTime you when I'm in the stadium, okay?
Yeah, FaceTime me. I know I talked to your neighbor. He got mad. I was cracking on him. Oh, man. But, Kwame, I'm going to go ahead and let you get out of here again. This is my big bro, Kwame. Air horns, hand claps for him. Take it easy. Good night.
All right, good night.
All right, good people. It is just me, KC, and I am signing out. It was only supposed to run for an hour. I want to thank everybody who joined. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. Hold on, let me come out of this. Y'all seeing too much in my background. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. Share the link. Be safe out there. Stay dangerous. Don't stay safe. Stay dangerous. You know what I mean? It can get crucial out here. But I love you guys. Good health. Everybody who supports. I'll catch you guys later. And this is the KC Sports Show. Signing out. We out.